Yo guys, Saber here. Welcome to today's video. So, there's only 18 hours left of the season, as you can see here. So I'm just doing my final push right now. And this is my scores currently. As you can see, Nilfgaard, Skellig, and Enna are tanked a bit. Enna is still recoverable, but I still have monsters on peak. So I think I'll just play monsters for the rest of the season. I'm not going to reach top 16 realistically, just haven't had the time to play enough games for it. Right now we're number 36. So top 64 should also be rather safe. We'll try to push a bit more. As you can see, like we are not like 50 MMR is pretty easy to achieve right, and then we're already top 25, so we can definitely push a few more spots, but at the same time a lot of other people will also be pushing a lot here towards the end of the season. Generally, I'm pretty happy where I'm ending up here. I have been streaming a lot this season. I've been doing a lot of content for YouTube. So honestly, everything considered, I'm pretty happy with the results. So I think here for our final video of the season, I'm going to play some Vi. I was playing Kelly earlier in the season, but I think right now Vi might just be better. There isn't much Kelly around, which is usually a bad matchup. But there is, on the other hand, there's quite a bit of Lippy, which this is good against. And it generally just seems like there's a lot of matchups right now where you're like happy to be via also the new lockdown decks that are playing Serenova. This deck does really well against that too. So generally I would say that this is just a really solid choice right now. As you can see, then most of the cards are pretty standard. We have cut Beast to instead be able to run more Consume. So you can see we're on double Slizzard, double Barghest, one Banshee. We're also running a single dive, which is a little bit of a cheeky tech. But obviously the purpose of this card is that no one really plays around it. So sometimes when you're on red coin, the opponent starts with an engine and TA, and they can just dive them for good value. I'm just trying that out, not sure if it's good, but it's a test. And we have a Spores as a little tech for some specific situations. And then the standard 4-piece double Neckers, because sometimes you want to go like Necker open on blue coin, the opponent plays an engine, and then you can play dive. So kind of just sacrifice one of the Neckers to get value from the dive. It's like, the dive can sometimes be a little bit clunky, but I think the surprise value might just be pretty cute sometimes. So yeah, let's just jump into some games and see if we can climb a bit more MMR before the end of the season. Match we go up against Lockdown here. Hopefully this is the Nova version and not the normal Lockdown version with ball and stuff, because that, if it's the latter, then it's pretty much impossible to win. But yeah, let's see. We don't need the Spores right now. It's nice to have a nice amount of consumes here. He's not running the lock strategy, so that's good for us. Maybe kick one of them here. The dive could actually be cheeky here. Hopefully he will use crystals or whatever he starts off with. If it's the Nova deck, then he will probably have Roach coming out as well if he plays like a Gold Engine to open with. And looks like that's the case. Yeah, so my dive is actually not really going to do anything at all here. So, okay. But that means it's a better matchup, so I'm not too upset about it, to be honest. We'll just start developing the lavas here first. Obviously, we're very dependent on our consumes this game. We also need to be careful with what we are pulling with Quacks. I think its defender is great. It's giving them a 1-point defender, and it's actually pretty nice to get rid of the defender because we have Spores for later. Okay, sure. I think we just play this slowly. We don't need to rush it just yet. So this is fine for now. And otherwise you can pull Nova, but Nova won't actually get any of its statuses because it's deploy. Give me some Neckers back, not the end of the world. Oh. There's an argument to take a dive here, but I'm not sure it's worth it. I think I'll rather just develop this one. I don't think he can answer this. We haven't drawn amazing, but it's not terrible either. Some more of these coming down. I think I could maybe just go for this now. I could also develop the Bruxa first. Maybe developing the Bruxa is just fine. Like, obviously, I'm not a huge fan of him giving us all these bricks into the deck, but at the same time, I feel like it might just be like correct to build up slowly anyway. And now we go for this. think. Let's see what we get. We get the defender. That's really nice actually, because with the defender out, everything becomes a lot easier. When you think about it, like this defender was kind of a pain, to be honest. But now spores will get good value on him. Okay, he keeps going here. I think I just keep going myself, to be honest. He might be running a reset himself, a single one. I think if he goes for that, we can just pass on it. He's played one coated weapons. We need to be careful the other one doesn't die too. That he doesn't kill this lizard as well, basically. He's only clocked us twice so far, right? Actually 3 times. Double Viper Witcher and 1 with this, and has potential for 1 more with that. But he can't really give us anything back right now. He has the spores, okay. I think I'll try to see if I can keep going though. We get dominance with this play, just exactly. So that's good. But obviously, I think like we need to find Horned, Vi, these sort of cards. Oh well, I mean obviously Vi, but I mean able to find Horn and maybe 1 or 2 tutors as well, and we are fine. Takes a pass. So this is not enough. So we just have to go for the first arrow here, I think. Which is okay. We have a lot of carryover here. The question is, do we go for bleeding line or a dry passing line? He'll probably drop Nova in the dry pass if it's possible for him. Dive should probably take care of his Helgen next round, which is pretty nice. These are actually not as bad if we deal with Helge, but I should probably still kick them. Okay, we draw a Vi, that's nice. Now we can take Onirimancy into Horn if we need it. Because yeah, if you think about it, if Helge is gone, and assuming we can deal with it with the dive, then he doesn't actually have that good of an answer to the Neckers. I think we go for the dry pass here. Hopefully he didn't find his Nova. Okay, he did. So he has 8 points advantage. Hopefully that won't be enough to be significant. So yeah. You could consider keeping the Neckers and then mulliganing away the Slizzard since you already have Horned from Onirimancy. Don't want that, that's for sure. That's another consume, I guess. So maybe we... Maybe we kick you. Okay, that's not too bad. So now we have double Vi and Horned, or just triple Vi. Let's see if he gives me the Helge here. Or if he plays around it. Gives it to us. That's massive, guys. Like this dive here is gonna play for so many points. Because now he can't deal with our Neckers and they're just gonna smurf. So that will potentially break my Nagelfab, but he should still be fine. So we'll just start dropping these now, I think. Viper Witches will actually kill them, but he only got 1 of them left, I believe. We might actually have to go Nairo into a Spores, though. Yeah, we might actually have to go that into Spores, and then we just go for double Vi. That could actually be a better line than just give up on the Horned. I think that should be enough points. Okay. This is fine, honestly. He might regret giving me all these Neckers now. Hopefully he's not running Gimpy. Assassination, that's kind of cute. Like what, they won't activate that many times, but if I go for the Spore Stein, it will only activate 3 more times, making them 4 points each, which is still okay. Definitely not the end of the world. He still doesn't have his Mentos online. Goes Roderick. Maybe just floats Colgrim here. He just floats Colgrim. Now we can't actually kill the Colgrim with this version, but that's fine. Like again, we just pause it. It's no biggie. And now he got Vigo and double Mentor in hand. I'm pretty sure that's his last cards, yeah. And I'm also pretty sure we beat that. Hopefully. I mean, the Mentors play for a lot of points. They do play for a lot of points. Shit. Please don't low roll. Please. No, that's so bad. Ah, that's so unlucky. I think we lose now, guys. Yeah. So if we find a Vi here, then instead of 4 points, we have an additional 24 points, right? And then we play Spores for 42. So 24 plus 42, that's 60, 64, 40, 66, right? So we win by a few points. That's pretty sad, to be honest. Like, we saw Golem and Willem, right? We could also have seen Horn, but we had 3 targets that were good to find. So, and we also had a 50-50 on this. Yeah, that's kind of unlucky. Kinda unlucky. Fortunately, this isn't gonna do it. Feels bad, man. Feels bad, man. So we got a little bit off peak here, but let's try again, guys. I'm sure we can find a win. Okay, we go against Uprising. That should be okay usually. We can start Lava. Develop a Slizzard. We have 2 Slizzards, that's nice. I usually run double oil. We could kick one of these. We don't need double Brooks either. Would have liked a few more tutors in hand. Hand is a little bit weak, but hopefully we can make it work. It just starts with. So usually I want to start with one of the Griffin Witchers. So this opening is a little bit surprising to me. But we don't mind it. Again, we can just like go with our Slizzard and then start jamming that. Okay, that's fine. Could develop this. The points from it's not actually doing anything. It's just to develop the Thrive. We have more points than they have unless they're running something like Erden to punish us. That's where it can kind of go wrong. He'll probably just build up slowly here, I would imagine. Which he should. Like, he should just try to go all in here, then try to win with like Geralt or Erden later on. We only have, I guess we have 4 Vies in hand. That could be worse, but again, also not quite as many as we would like to have. Now we can drop the Slizzard. We don't care too much if he oils here, because we have another one. If he doesn't oil, it just means we can distribute the buffs better. He does. Wait, why wouldn't you start with that, actually? That's a little bit surprising. I'll go with the Fucklet now, just to maximize Thrive value. This guy's gonna start playing for a bunch of points soon, but for now it's okay. Vesemir now, maybe? This goes for target practice first, makes sense, just to maximize the value of Vesemir. I'm gonna go for this one as well. Again, just to maximize Thrive. I think it's completely fine. He's not gonna pass here. That would surprise me a lot. You want to win this round. If he has oil, he has oil. But if not, then we can just use both of them. That's fine. So now we can start using these. guess we can do this first. Seems good. So even though this one is going to go crazy soon, then we're going to play like 11 plus 3 because we have all of these, and then 14 plus 3, etc. So we're going to play some huge bombs. So he's actually also a little bit in danger of losing an even if he's not careful. That being said, he did get full carry on that sort of stuff, so could also consider passing, but I think he might just get in trouble if he does that. Goes for the pass. Sure. Just play this now then. And like we did have, like we have cycle 2 Vice now, that's okay. You did full carry as well. Hopefully we can draw Haunt here, try to push with that. I think that would be really nice. Just push him with Haunt, get his killed out of him, for instance. Let's see, we draw a nice amount of tutors here. Don't need you. Don't need you. Okay. The question is if we just try to bleed with the Banshee here first. If it doesn't have an oil, then, I mean, that's one consume at least. I think I might just try that. We might still just go Haunt anyway, but let's see how he responds to this. He's really taking his time here. Just goes for a reshuffle here that doesn't actually do anything. Guess we could go for like Naglfire here and see what we find. Huh, okay. Interesting. Could go for this, to be honest. And we have Haunt top deck. We could maybe get something good out of this. Actually, I think I kind of like that line. Just save the Haunt. Get Quen out of him. That's both good and bad, but obviously getting Quen out is like a nice pull. At the same time, it also means that he, like, his Scarol probably survived. So that's the issue. We can keep going for a little bit again here. Maybe just go for this first, and we can go for another Vi. Another thing, we could almost play all of our Vi's if we wanted to. We have one guaranteed top deck from Onairo. Because if we go... Yeah, so we might, if we go for all 3 of them, we will top deck Onairo and Haunt, and then we might not be able to proc the Haunt the last time. That's the only thing, right? Also depends if he gives us a pass or not. Goes Kilda here. Okay, so now I think, now we're pretty happy to just pass whenever, basically. Let's, obviously we want to try to get, like, we'll try to see if we can get a Troll Punch out of him first. And I think he'll have to go Troll Punish here to get out. And we just go Troll Punish and Kilda. Then I think it's fine. Then he only has Witchers and a few Scythemen left, but they shouldn't be able to compete. I guess the thing is that we don't know for sure if he's running, if he's not running Erden, because Erden could also obviously change stuff a bit. But yeah, we need to be careful that we don't make the mistake of just going like too ham into this round, because we can easily win like a medium round against them. We can even win a long round, to be honest. Like I've quite often from our perspective taking the long round, being like, okay, this is my chance at winning, and then you just get outvalued anyway. So that's the Geralt, which means that he's most likely out of Tall Punish now, and I think we can just pass here. Horn plus triple Vi, hopefully 4 Vi's should just win, maybe a Lava or Nick as well. Again, if he's running Erden, then he's probably fine here, but other than that, I think we should be good. Okay, I mean, can't complain about draws, guys. Can't complain about draws. Just goes switches a turn too early. Not sure if he didn't realize that he had adrenaline or if he just bricked them. Either or, it's game over here, I think. Yeah, he just bricked them. So now we have 5. We just go for 5 here. Munchy. He might go for oil here. He hasn't played an oil yet. It's pretty likely got an oil in hand. Okay, didn't. We need to be careful of the Erden. The Erden is how we lose, basically. So let's go for this. And then I guess we could eat. I guess we don't want to. Let's just eat here. Sure, whatever. Otherwise, I give him the Igni. I don't really want to do that. But to be fair, I don't really need to eat with these either. So that's the only thing. He's really playing a lot of bad cards here. Haven't seen a sword yet either, which is making me a little bit worried. No sword, no Natalis. Could indicate an Erden. So we can drop this one here, I suppose. Yeah, we can just float it for now. I mean, we could also just activate it, whatever. Sure. It's just in case he's running Heat Wave. We don't know. Maybe he is. Then that's kind of bad. I goes Leo. I'm pretty sure that gotta be a... I mean, it could also just be a Sold into a Scythe and last card, I suppose. So you go here. Yeah, we just win. We just have way more points. And we also just beat Peter in this situation. Alright, guys. Nice. Thanks a lot for watching the video. I just got the news that Vi is getting nerfed in the next patch, so this will probably be my last Vi game, maybe ever. Nice to finish off on a win. So yeah, see you guys, and I'll be back in the next season.